Hansama set up it perfectly with a slow push here. And then right here, just like protect the slow push, hit Varus a little bit. Like no matter what trade you have, like if you get chunked, but you chunk Varus, if your jungle comes to dive this, it's always worth. So that's why Hansama is like just a bit crazy here. Okay, just E and then ulti. Really good. Cash in. Holy shit. It's a lot of damage. That is a lot of damage. Let's see. Let's see when is Labrov tanking. So Labrov is tanking now. He's tanking the first one. Tanking the second one. Tanking the third one. And that's just insane damage from the tower, honestly. But that's the meta right now. And it's just so over for them to play. What's going on, guys? Besides here in today's video, we're gonna analyze Hansama with Labrov on bot lane versus Targamas and Caliste. Absolutely bonkers. This Caliste, you guys probably know, one of the best carries for SoloQ at the moment. He's absolutely insane. He's also playing in KC, a pro team in LEC. Hansama, I mean, probably the best AD carry in Europe. He's so good. He's so fucking good. And we see here the OPGs of the people. They are like all like high win rates, really, really good players and everything. So absolutely, we're going to watch Targamas. I mean, he's one of the best supports in LOS. So absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. So definitely. Let's watch this and let's see what they do. And Labrov, same thing. Absolutely a bonker support. So let's take a look at this. What should happen in this lane? So theoretically, if I have to take this like in a competitive manner, so Varus Braum is just gonna neutralize the lane phase. The reason why he picked Braum is because he just wants to play to not lose. When you pick Braum, when you pick Ezreal, when you pick Karma mid, Lulu top lane, you don't pick that because you want to win the lane. You pick that because you don't want to lose the lane and you want to play strong side somewhere else. Of course, now okay, they have caps as well. I just checked. Of course, it's pretty hard now because one, you can't play a strong side Azir because it's just Azir is just usually like a setup champion. He's not a champion that you play around him, and you can't play a strong side top lane because you have Poppy into Jace. So it's like kind of bad draft for like drafting super high elo matters so much. So I really like the Hansama draft. Obviously, Braum is absolutely garbage into Lulu, Karma, Zillion, Senna, any range supports, usually Storm Braum, Janna. He's just very, very weak. Caliste, he has Varus. So he could make a difference. I see the PTA, so definitely with the Braum he goes on hit, and definitely with PTA he just goes for whatever, Bork into Guinsus, potentially a different build if he wants to cook something. So let's see what he's gonna do. Yeah, this is a bit crazy. Hans is one of the best AD carry in Europe, and he also actually has the best reputation on the Draven. So I think it's very simple. The Wukong should just bat towards bot lane. They need to just protect Varus and Draven. Then Braum, I think they will get dove 24/7. Amumu does the same thing. Talia will get push mid and most likely play around bot lane. Senna will get perma brush priority, and I think Senna could potentially also get the sweeper. I don't think I think he didn't get it because it's Wukong, so he just wants to have a word for the jungle. So there is that. We see Hansama with the cleanse. Caps, of course, he's sneaky bastard. He's there already. And the Hansama is just like, did you guys see that? Hansama. Look at Hansama movement. Look at Hansama movement. So Q, and he acts like he just went on the right, so that dodges the Braum thing. Yeah, it's very difficult for Caliste to do anything. And we know that Caliste is typically a player that is perma spamming emote. Yeah, and this is just so bad for them. You don't win against 2 Axis Draven. Yeah, I think Targamas should just play safe, honestly. He should not do anything crazy. And I really like what Hansama does right here. He's like getting out of the brush before auto-attacking. He tries to get the prio, but he always gets out of the brush when he hits them. Look. You see that? Both of them do the same thing. And then now they just perma fight. Even if they tank the minions with 2 axes, it's just really easy to play. Like really, really easy. And now they're just gonna zone them. So they're gonna slow push forever. I don't want to say they lost in draft, but now he's just gonna crush. The reason why he's crushing is because Braum is diveable, and he's either gonna recall or stay and get dove. So I think now he's gonna dive. Even if Hansama dies here and he loses the wave, it's over. Okay, they try to drop the aggro. Okay, they actually misplayed a lot. Yeah, they misplayed a lot. This tower is really strong. It's season 15 tower. So I don't think they can really do this straight away. They have to poke a little bit. And then like now they have to like go in very hard because he has barrier and the tower is very strong. Also we can see he has bomb plating, so that's why Hans is a bit hesitant. He's gonna perma push. If the Wukong comes here, it's absolutely irrelevant because you can 2v3 and you also have cleanse on Hans. So just perma push, hit the Brom a little bit, hit Caliste. Are you having trouble converting your early game advantages into wins? Feel like your damage output is lower than it should be and you feel like you're putting in the work but you're not seeing really the results? My name is Pizaiz with a track record of coaching over 3,659 players with ranks between Iron and Challenger. Here is what I've accomplished with my client. Right here you can see Silver 1 to Emerald 4 in 1 month time with 1 coaching session. This guy right here got to Grandmaster in NA after when the first coaching session we've done, he was hard stuck in Diamond 2. Alex right here, he was Gold 4 1 year and a half ago and he got to Grandmaster 800 LP peak after the coaching session. Here is his master account after just being a gold player a year and a half ago. This is what the coaching session can do to your gameplay. And here is something that you might find inspiring. I've personally climbed from Iron to Diamond with dealing with 200 ping. Now I'll actually get Master Tier with 200 ping on this account that you're gonna see right now. As you can see right here, this is Emerald 1 with very decent win rate on some of the champions and I'm playing pretty well in high Emerald to low Diamond. And I actually play Ezreal as well, as you guys can see right here, and I'm not really scared. If I can achieve this against high Emerald players and low Diamonds playing with such a huge handicap, 200 ping Ezreal, imagine what we can accomplish together with you playing under optimal conditions. Are you ready to see the real progress that you can do? Go to pizaiz.com and book your coaching session now. Let's improve and get better together. So he's just playing really crazy aggressive. He has 16 farm and now he actually stops from pushing. The reason why he stops from pushing is because he's scared of the Targamas into Wukong. Senna is also quite low, so they're just gonna play a bit slower. Now they're gonna check the Varus if he recalled. We see that he's still here, therefore Draven should not push. If Varus actually stayed there, they would have actually pushed very hard. But I think Caliste is actually thinking about this because Caliste is like, okay, if I recall and they push, the fact that I'm strong side right here doesn't do anything. So what I'm gonna do fake recall in a spot where they can see me, but then I can let them to stop me, and because they stop me, they will keep the wave here. So then my Wukong can gank. So it could be a bit of a mind game by Caliste. It could as well just be autopilot. So we might as well just ask him. But obviously, like now, since his Wukong is there, yeah, I think it's not autopilot because he's spam pinging the Senna flash and heal. So this is basically for Wukong to know, yeah, exactly. For Wukong to know, bro, get the fuck, get here. And then Hans, of course, he gets this really good word. We see Wukong. Amumu is also on the river. But 3v3 against Brom is usually tricky, but with a Draven, I think it's definitely still possible to win. Okay, let's see how they move on the river. So first, he didn't actually move on the river. He hits him to pull him back. And now he's gonna go on the river right away. I see. Yeah, and it's so difficult for him to play. So difficult for him to play. Yeah, Hans is just stomping Caliste here. He's gonna push and most likely just recall in the second brush, I think. Is he gonna stay? Okay, judging that the plate is really, really low, in this case, he's actually gonna stay. So there is that. See where he's gonna recall. He knows Targama is gonna actually stop his recall, so he recalls there. Caliste pushes because he knows that Hans just recall. Yeah, so from the Hans-Sama perspective, he needs to push and recall because he has 900 gold. He notices that the plate is really low. He escorts the wave. They needed to do together because Brom has E, so Senna can't escort the wave by herself. So now Targamas is walking up. Now Caliste is thinking, should I push? They just recall, but they didn't recall because Targamas actually, stopped them. So I'm gonna push even if it's a cannon wave. And then Hans-Sama, since he actually saw that the guy is pushing and is pushing very hard, and Targamas has 2 stacks, so he can just obliterate these 2 minions very fast, and these minions are gonna die. He actually considers staying. They are not diveable. I think that there is a world where Labrov is recalling here. Like, even if Labrov is recalling, I don't think Hans-Sama can get dove. In this meta, with cleanse up and flash up, the tower is too strong. So I think that the better play is just recall for boots with Labrov. and just Hansama gets solo XP. But obviously the normal play is don't recall because your guy is gonna be diveable in the tower. I just think season 15 is just difficult to dive. So let's see. So he's gonna stay, but you know what? On Draven, if you have 2 axes, you just win, even if you have items disadvantage. So it's not that bad. Hans really likes this word. It's good enough for him. I mean, the wave is pretty fucked, so he can't just go on the river for a deeper ward. So he just really need to push this. He's also weak side right now, so he might just die. Okay, he needs to flash here. If he only cleanse, he's still dead. And now he's recalling. Let's look at the wave. This is not a cannon wave, but it looks like they're pushing pretty slow, so he's gonna take the recall here, yeah. I don't think Caliste can take the plate. Yeah, he doesn't take the plate. He just recalls right away. And Hans here, I don't think he's gonna push. Yeah, there's no reason to push. Just make a big wave. Labrov gets a ward there. I think Targamas is gonna pad towards mid. Okay, he actually doesn't pad towards mid. I was thinking that the Azir has Shurima. Empowers the Void and we can kill mid, but he's probably thinking that Varus can get Dove. Like really easy. Of course, Caliste just opted for plated boots because he needs to, like, Draven is fire and plated boots is water. Like, it's not like, it's very hard for them to like win. Okay, really good flash. Okay, this is really good. Like, Hansama set up it perfectly with a slow push here. And then right here, just like protect the slow push, hit Varus a little bit. Like, no matter what trade you have, like if you get chunked, but you chunk Varus, if your jungle comes to dive this, it's always worth. So that's why Hansama is like just a bit crazy here. Okay, just E and then ulti. Really good. Cash in. Holy shit. It's a lot of damage. That is a lot of damage. Let's see. Let's see when is Labrov tanking. So Labrov is tanking now. He's tanking the first one. Tanking the second one. Tanking the third one. And that's just insane damage from the tower, honestly. But that's the meta right now. And it's just so over for them to play. And then he just records in the last brush just because the Brom is like really close. Yeah, okay, he's there. I don't think he can stop Hansama here. Nope. There is that. And Hans is just getting the full damage. Yeah, it's so over this game. It's so over, man. Holy shit. It's just so over. And why is he pushing here? Why is he not freezing? It's very simple. He's looking at mid lane. He sees a Brom that is low. A Brom that is low makes a gank in like 10 seconds mid. And he needs like 30 seconds to come back to the lane. Recall plus 20 seconds, like 8 seconds the recall and 20 seconds to come back to the lane. He could freeze here, but he knows this is about accelerating. It's 2-7 right now. He's so ahead. So he knows that if he pushes this wave, he can also push for the plate. So freezing here is quite stupid because he knows that he can just melt this wave really hard and he can just push for the towers or just get pressure for the river. In this case, he just went for the river, but typically that's what you can do. That's what you can easily do. He didn't actually go for plays. I think he doesn't see where is Brom. So it's hard to just take a flip. So he backs out. But yeah, that's initially that's why he, because it would be like, oh, why doesn't he freeze? No, he's thinking that he can just take plates. If Brom was on vision, he would definitely do it. He'd definitely try to take the plates. Yeah, like that. And now he's just perma pushing. So difficult for them to play. It's really difficult for Brom to play. It's really difficult. They lost in the draft. If it was low elo, I mean, it's definitely winnable because in low elo people make mistakes. But this one is like so hard. So hard. Okay, now he's just gonna perma push because we can see the jungle like having a mission there. So I like Hans is perma pushing and also staying left here, just really like playing really aggressive and just hovering. I think he anyways wins this really hard. Wow, it's crazy. That is really good. That is really good. Imagine how many times these people play in scrims. They know each other so well already. How they play. How each other plays. Okay, is he gonna recall? Yeah, he's gonna recall. Why did he recall? I mean, First of all, he's gonna get dove, and it's a lot of people. It's 2 people here, 1 guy here, and the Caps doesn't have TP or ult, so it's like really easy dive here. He did have decent items, so he just like gave up a wave, and then he just went mid, so he can play around his jungle. So this game was perma about like snowballing, honestly. But my question is, what can Caliste do? Oh, Hans, he got too excited here. He got too excited. Tower is very strong. He got so excited here. Oh, okay, that is a throw. That is a throw by Hans. That is a throw by Hans. If I ever seen one. The thing is, it's kind of hard to play against Caliste in solo queue because he's perma spamming this emote and it's so annoying, so goddamn annoyed. Like, and you're gonna make a play because you're just getting so tilted and you just want to kill him, no? It's like, I don't know if that makes sense, but it's like a mental game. Now they're like perma push. I don't think they should fight. They should just play around the jungle. So Wukong is probably top. Oh, it's actually there. And then Amumu is there. So I don't think he's just gonna push. They can, like, if Draven has sums, they can 2v3. But without sums, it's hard. Caps is not having a great time on Talia. It's not having a great time. So what happened this game? I mean, Caliste just had to suffer. It was just full weak side. He had to buy plated boots and play it very safe, just farm and play chill. Targamas had very hard job as well. And Hans was just about slow pushing and trying to dive them over and over again. Always, like, even when he had the freeze, he tried to accelerate and get plates. He didn't like perma push. He also like slow push and played slow a lot. But in many cases, he just tried to accelerate, like punish them as much as possible for every minion he tried to punish. And now in the mid game, he's just trying to stay around his teammates, trying to play around his CC, and he made an emotional play and he died. In games like this, draft is absolutely insanely important. But that doesn't mean you can still win. It's just much difficult for Caliste to win this game. Rice Farm, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. I hope you enjoy your time here. So what is Hansama gonna do right now? What is Labrov gonna do right now? I mean, honestly, they can scale. I think Draven scales well. Varus scales also well. It's just I don't think Varus scales well in this case. And I will tell you why. Varus doesn't scale well into Senna because you can't hit Senna, especially with Rapid Fire Cannon. Talia you can't hit with Varus, and Jace you cannot hit with Varus. I agree that Brom gives you steroids when you play Varus on hit, but it's just against Samumu. Against the other champions, it's not. So that's why I think Hans doesn't have an easy job against Poppy, Wukong, Azir, and Brom. That is for sure as well. But I think Senna is such a broken champ later on. And also, Amumu is so OP as well. Okay, maybe not OP, but if you underestimate him, he's just punishing you. So let's see what he will do. So he has Guinsu's first item. Caliste, interesting. I want to see how good that is. Okay, let's see how is actually. Is he getting caught, Labrov? Yeah. Let's see. Flashes. There is no way he doesn't die, right? Ansama. Poppy goes on Ansama. Ansama's out. And it's GG. They can't win, I think, can they? Yeah, Caps is getting this. And then let's see what Hansama is gonna do. He's gonna push mid, take the tower, run away, recall, and now he has 3 items. Crazy. Just crazy. Then he pushes mid and he should go to top lane immediately for Atakan. Can he go top right away? Like now? He needs to clear this wave. Can he go like now? Yeah, I personally think that you should just go right now. Because if they start it and you're not there and we fight, I think he shouldn't push mid. Satahani is like pretty far objective, so. But yeah, putting the pressure mid lane, like look, Amumu died. Let's see. Yeah, I need to be there. So in my opinion, he shouldn't push this wave. But I mean, I think pro players are also not very used to play with Atakan and other objectives that just appeared now. But I do think that if he's a bit earlier there, he might be able to make a difference. He cleanses there. Okay, he needs the cleanse there. Sometimes even if you have the cleanse, if you get CC'd, you don't actually need to cleanse and you just, don't use it. Can he actually do it by himself? Holy shit. That is crazy. That is complete crazy. He almost done it by himself. Almost done it by himself. I mean, he is fed. I'm just thinking, what can Caliste do? Nothing. Because in a bad matchup, if you play in low elo, you want to wait for your mistake to for your enemy to make a mistake. In high elo, in a bad matchup, it's kind of the same thing, but I mean the mistake, they won't make too many mistakes. I'll go like that. Okay, look, exactly what I said, right? He pushes the mid, and now he was a bit autopilot with this word. He should play around both because this guy is in danger, and he immediately moved. He didn't actually push this wave because he wanted to go for this fight. So I think he actually maybe learned from that case, or maybe he was just a bit less autopilot. And now, of course, since nothing happens there, oh, he's going towards mid, but then he looks in the fight. His caps is actually, they are very low. Maybe they are also on Discord. It's Labrov and Sama in caps. Are they duo? Maybe they are duo actually. I don't know. I really don't know. Maybe they're duo. Yeah, so this game is just so over right now. This game is just so over right now. Yeah, so it is simple. Sama played like really, really well. Now he's just gonna end up dying. Okay, Wukong is very balanced. What can I say? But he was also like really isolated here. Flashed over the wall, tried to catch access, cleansed right away. But yeah, this item is not balanced at all. Okay, so he's got Lord Dominix. I'm thinking, isn't Mortar Reminder better? I mean, this is like such an OP item. Such an OP item. Crazy. Just crazy. But don't worry, guys. Hans is gonna win. Don't worry, guys. It's gonna be GG. He gets the wave, he gets Infinity Edge, and it's just over. Next team fight is gonna be a menace. It's over. Let's see. Boom. Take this Wukong. Yeah, it's just kind of over. They're just going to FF right now. Hans just carried this. Labrov did his job really, really well. And I think Targamas kind of lost the game with the draft, but maybe he had to pick first or something. Thanks so much, guys, for watching. Hope you guys enjoy this kind of content. Let me know what player you want me to analyze next time. And let me know if you like this kind of content. Thanks so much for watching and hope to see you in the next one. Bye-bye, guys.
$5. If you have problems improving and getting better in the game faster but cannot afford booking coaching, on my Patreon you can access more than 627 VOD reviews, premium videos about how to wave management, mid-game macro, and tier lists that will show you the best champions to climb and to improve for your elo. And these are not on YouTube, this is only on Patreon, they're exclusive. Moreover, you can participate in the free coaching waiting list to get a premium VOD review. I'm giving away 2 free VOD reviews every single week. All what you need to do is simple 2-step process. Subscribe to my Patreon and share your OPGG and voila, you are on the waiting list. You're gonna get a personalized VOD review for any game in your match history. For just $5, you get not only the free VOD review, but a whole bunch of exclusive benefits that will supercharge your gaming experience. It's a small investment for a big return. And it's just $5, it's no brainer, right? But here is the deal, you've got to act quickly. The waiting list is already filling up fast. 55 people already subscribed to the Patreon, and there are 6 people that they are on board, they are on the waiting list. And more are joining every moment. Now, do you want to secure your spot for a free VOD review? Go ahead on my Patreon and reserve it right now.